So I write very physical, and I think like perhaps you do, Terry, that you pace, you get up. I don't sit very long at a computer screen. I will physically move. My chair that I have is actually one of those kneel chairs, which is very good uh, because it allows me to take different postures on a chair. In standard chairs, anyway, you just sit. But one of the kneel chairs, because I'm short, I could cross my legs differently. I could, put my feet at different angles. I get up and it squeaks a lot, which I love because you could hear how much I'm writing, which I kind of like, but I'm very physical, and it's partly because I tend to write about physical activities. I mean, farming is really a physical act, and that's where the two fields, the fields of writing, the fields of work, labor, manual labor, come into play. So that's one half of my writing. I write very physically. The other half of the writing is because I work in a physical field, I want to draw both inspiration but also themes, topics, and perspiration from that. So I always carry a little notepad like I have in my pocket right now. In fact, I have some notes about Terry on here. And I write notes about what work I'm going to do, some nuances that may come in, the language of farming get woven in that. So in a way, I'm constantly writing out in the fields too. The simplest example is if you're going to write about sweat, the way to write about it is when you're sweating, which so it means taking notes in 108-degree weather when you're dying out there, and then later, maybe in the middle of winter, you'll revisit that. I mean, painters do that when they go and they paint a sketch. Then they go in their studio and actually do the fantastic painting, and they paint from the sketches that they made. And I remember reading that as a younger writer and thinking, I think that's how I want to write.